All right, y'all. So we back with another one. This video, take it as a bonus video, but I want to give you guys one of my stories with actually dealing with actual credit union, right? So this one's called Suncoast Credit Union. If you live in the Orlando area, which I know Orlando and Kissimmee, they do service, this bank is good for you. Now I can't say wherever you are in the world right now if this bank is where you are, but this is the power of credit unions itself. So I'm just showing you this my example of what happened with the credit union in my area. You yourself will have other credit unions in your area. Wherever you are, you'll have the exact same experience or better, right? Let's hop right into it. So with Suncoast Bank, and let me tell you, or Suncoast Credit Union, this is from me contacting those 10 banks. 10 banks. Actually, you know what's crazy? I already went into the 10 banks with my wife, made the impression, right? I ended up getting an account with 2 of them, right? Right now I have a business card with both of those banks. Now, we're talking about strictly, sorry about that, these are the 10 credit unions. I went to the 10 credit unions already. This bank was not from one of these 10 credit unions. This bank came from Bank Branch Locator. And you guessed it, ibanknet.com. First thing I did was go to ibanknet. Second thing I did was go to Bank Branch Locator. What happened was I found this is one of the banks, right? This was at a time where I was getting discouraged. I went to Chase, I went to BOA, I went to Truist. I got denied from multiple different banks. I even used my LLC to go to Home Depot. I went to Lowe's. I went to different places to try and get approved for credit cards under the business name. Got disapproved, right? So at this point, I'm stuck, right? I'm at a 689 credit score. And I'm trying to figure out, why are these places not approving me? Well, remember, in case you guys didn't notice, whenever you get denied for a loan or a credit product, they send you a letter telling you what it is on your credit profile that denied you, right? One of mine was I didn't have a history. So I'm talking about 689. I have a very weak profile. At this point, I maybe have 3 loans and 1 credit card. Guys, anything under 5 active trade lines is called a thin profile. Just remember that. So I had a thin profile. I got denied, I think, from 2 other credit unions also. I went to Orlando Credit Union and Mid Florida. Got denied as well. You would think because they're credit unions, they would approve you. However, that's not the case. So when I got this number right here for Suncoast, it's credit union. Suncoast Credit Union. What I ended up doing was contacting them. I did the call method because I've already went to 10 banks. I had accounts with 2 of them, and I got denied with 2 more of the banks, right? The one I went for the card with weren't those banks. They were different banks. Crazy, right? So 4 banks I've dealt with at this point. Again, I went to here. I contacted them, and they said, we service the Latinos in the underserved communities in our area. We help you with credit. We've approved people as low as a 540 before. I've seen approvals as low as a 540 before. I'm like, okay, well, where you at? Sign me up. They gave me the location that I went in. So the first thing I did with this bank was I called. The bank, right? They told me they deal with and they help underserved communities. Beautiful. Second thing I did, was go inside the physical. I went inside the physical location, right? I went inside the physical location immediately. I didn't play with them at all. I opened up, third, open a savings plus checking. Now, mind you guys, these are products. These are both products. A savings account and checking account are both products. I opened up a savings and checkings, and then fourth, credit card app. I did a credit card application, and then I got approved. They gave me a $2,000 limit. I'm gonna put this. Let's put it right here. They gave me a $2,000 limit. Now at this point, I don't have any other credit cards with $2,000. My only credit card that I had was a Chase credit card, and I had it for $500. And I'm gonna give you guys a Chase story on my Chase story on the next one, right? I had a $2,000 limit on this card. Now at this point, I only have a $500 limit card, and I got $2,000 limit now with them. Fifth, don't forget this part. This part goes with the relationship. There's multiple ways to build a relationship. One of the ways is product based. The more products you have with the bank, the better the relationship is, because it proves to them and it shows them you're here to stay with them. So banks like people that get multiple products. A product is a savings account. A product is a checking account. A product is a car loan. A product is a physical or a personal loan. A product is a house loan, a HELOC, right? These are all products. CDs, money market accounts, they're all products. So I got products first, got another product. So now at this point I have 3 products with them. What I did within those couple month time frame, number one, by the statement date of every month, I kept utilization 15% or lower. Now what I did was I spent on the credit card. By the statement date, remember the dates are the most important thing. Now I'm going to go over another video, how to deal with the dates. Because as long as you know how to deal with dates, you always spend the money on the credit card, but you pay it back. You don't spend money you don't have. You make sure you have the money, or you'll have access to the money before the actual due date and the statement date. But this is what I did. I kept this at the statement date of every single month. I kept it at 15% or lower utilization. So I would spend on it, damn near max it out, pay it back. Max it out, pay it back. Right? Some months I didn't even touch it. I let it sit there. There's a strategy that you do with your credit cards in order to get more higher limit credit cards, right? We'll go over that, of course, in the next video about credit cards specifically. But I kept it the 15%. After 6 months, I let it season for 6 months. Now, some of you, I'm going to just be honest with you, some people are impatient. I was. That was me at the time. Also, when I first got the credit card, I was a little taken aback. I'm like, damn, $2,000. I've been making 6 figures plus for years now. $2,000? What am I gonna do with this? All good. While I've got to the 6, while I in that time frame again, I spent on it, built the relationship, right? I talked to the banker. I got the products right now. I'm transactional. Transactional is another way to form a relationship. Also, the more you spend, the more you pay back. The more you spend, the more you pay back. The better the relationship is. Also, because the first thing that they did, I'm gonna explain it to you guys in a little bit. Was look up the actual relationship I had with them first. But after 6 months of being with this bank, I went in, I waited 6 months, applied for a CLI. A CLI stands for a credit line increase. At this point, I have 2 authorized users, equal up to about 42,000. I have 3 more credit cards, equal up to maybe 6,500 tops. I made sure I kept all of them under a specific. Oh, and I had one auto loan. I had one auto loan. It was a brand new auto loan also. I went back and I had all these credit cards for 6 months as well. So I'm handling. This is credit card, CC's credit card. I'm handling 4 credit cards, right? I had them at $6,500 full limit total. I had 2 authorized users that I purchased, and I had 3 loans from Navy Federal, which we'll go over with on another video also. But 3 loans from Navy Federal, right? I went for a credit line increase. What they did was offer me, I got approved for $17,700. Guys, I went from $2,000 credit limit all the way up to $17,700. Again, this is the relationship I built. I've built a spend, right? Kept the utilization under 15% at the end of the statement, at the statement date, right? I spent, paid back, spent, paid back. Made sure I had the money, of course, while spending, but spent, paid back, right? If you, let's say you don't have a good amount of money coming in. If you spend 20%, let's say you spend only $500 and you're paying the $500 back. You don't need to spend everything on the card. As long as you're spending and paying back, that's all that they want to see. But I did all of that. Kept utilization good. So transactional relationship, bing, through the roof. My product-based relationship, bing, through the roof. Physical relationship, because I did come in the bank time to time to put money in. This bank specifically doesn't take Zelle. So I couldn't Zelle money from other banks. I had to go in physically or call them on the phone. So I had a relationship with them. They went up. They saw the profile also. They saw that my profile was no longer thin. Because when I started with them, I only had 4. Right? I built up another 6. So I had 10 different credit relationships at the time. Right? And what happened was they went up to 17,000. Why? Because of the time I was with them, the product-based relationship I built with them, the physical-based relationship I built with them, and the verbal-based relationship I built with them. Guys, banks love relationships. They absolutely love it. Absolutely. And I wanted to just give you guys this right here specifically because end of the day, as long as you're following the orders and steps that's put in place, I promise you, your bank, ibanknet.com and Bank Branch Locator, they will be your best friends. Now, we're going to go over our Navy Federal story in another one also. But Navy Federal is definitely a bank I consider one of the best banks as well. And I'll give you guys that sauce in one of the next videos. All right? Y'all stay locked in. Stay blessed. Any questions that y'all have, make sure you make it to the next video. Make sure you're making it to class. And make sure you're talking to your mentors, the people that are in your corner to help you. Because, guys, we're here because we're a family. We want to build wealth. It's all about knowing how to get these higher limit credit cards, because with that credit card alone, it got me approved for a lot more business credit. And again, we'll go over that in the next video. Y'all just stay locked in, all right? Talk to you soon.